Good morning, everyone, and welcome for a very windy morning again here in Kauai, and our weekend update for the May 6th weekend. So anyhow, things continue to move along fine. This is the equity curve for our class trades. We took a little bit of a dip last week on some earnings trades, but we're back to making some new highs here now. So things are moving along just fine in that respect. If we take a look here at the bar chart, this will show the P&L of all of the various trades that we have closed. And of course, we can come in and look at those in list format as well here. So that's things are moving along fine. These are our stats. So we've had 80% winners, 19% losers, and then the other factors over here. Average trade is a $210 winner. Largest winner, largest loser. All of those are very important metrics to look at as you are a trader and kind of evaluate what's happening with your results. So from there, let's go take a look at the Kajabi community and look at the ones that we closed this week. So again, this top list here, these haven't been moved to archive yet. So the ones that closed this week, we closed this one, and that was for $674. We did not get a fill here. This one we opened and we ended up closing it 2 days later for 26% profit. So that was one of those. It was just kind of handed to us. Let me move my face out of the way here. Intel was an earnings trade that it took us a little while to work on that one, and we eventually gave up. The commissions were just too high to try to go through and continue to battle that one. So that was one of those that showed up as that loss in our little dip there, if you would. So, and then we'll look at our current open trades. And this will be the balance. Sorry, the screen's moving all over here as the wind is blowing it. Let's narrow down to just the class trades here. So this is one we just opened here, the 6-6 broken wing butterfly. And let me refresh here. Sometimes on a weekend, you've got to refresh to get all these to load. There we go. So broken wing butterfly, we're up slightly in this one. This is the one that we just added. The P&L lines also take a minute to update here, the T0 lines. But this particular one was a flat fly that we were going to add to as the market rallied up. So on Monday, if this rally holds, we may very well add a second fly in on this one. This is our rut trade. We would have been better off had we not adjust this the other day because we dropped this right wing, as you recall. And, again, the way the market rallied yesterday, we would have been better off having left it alone. But, we've got to protect ourselves, so we can't complain about that. This is our meta trade that we're working back into a profit that I'm thinking we should be able to close here early this next week. So those are the open trades that we have there right now that we're working on. And I will attempt to open another calendar possibly on Monday as well, one of those 2-week out calendars. Now, as far as our market expectations from here, if we take a look at the SPX, we've been chopping around here kind of as I expected. So, we came down to this 40-50 range. I was expecting a bounce there. We did get a bounce. Now I'm expecting probably a stall around this 4180 to 4200 range. We can see if we look at the volume here, the volume on the down day is much higher than the volume on the up day. So not if, that's kind of an indicator that we may be stalling out a little bit there. So my expectation right now is more of a sideways chop here, or possibly a breakdown again to this particular trend line. I think that's more likely than a break up right at this point. So again, does that mean we can't break up? Of course, it does not mean that. It's just if I put any odds on this, I'm saying we're probably 60% in a sideways chop or maybe a pullback here to this trend line. So that's kind of what I'm expecting potentially in our markets going forward here over the next week. And I will be structuring trades that kind of, play into that thesis. Of course, we will adjust them if we need to going forward. So that is it for our weekend update here from the very windy Kauai. And I'll have one more weekend update from here next weekend, and then we'll be back in California. So that's it for now. Thank you, everyone, and happy trading next week.